welcome back to Hear Me Out. I'm E. And today we're going to talk about a person that I kind of don't like, but the world loves, Beyonce. So, as we all know, she's been doing this Renaissance tour. She's been in Europe. Now she's in the States. Everybody's going crazy. We've seen the outfits, we've seen the music, we've seen that little mute stunt that she got going on. I don't like her, and I even want to go to her concert at this point. I just gotta be flat out. But it was her birthday a couple days ago. She was touring in LA, and it was star studded. All the stars came out, all the celebs. Diana Ross sang happy birthday to her. It was a whole event. It was a whole vibe. I have FOMO. We have FOMO.
Yeah.
So we're just going to discuss who was there. You know, if you've been living under a rock, we've seen Timothy Chalamet and Kylie doing their thing. And we also saw the Duchess and her Príncipe. So Dee's going to get started, giving us a synopsis, and we're going to go from there.
So, there was a lot, like a lot. I don't know that any other event that I can think of in recent memory has brought so many people together. Not only was it the Renaissance tour, which is already big enough, right? Beyonce's Renaissance tour, but it was also her birthday. So, because this was such a crazy, crazy night, and so many stories came out of it, we're breaking it down for you guys. We have 3 main stories of the night, starting off with the very most important story. It was Beyonce's birthday. And this was the first time that she was celebrating her birthday with the Beyhive while on tour in, I want to say, over a decade. So it was insane. Everybody went all out. People were just like, of course, following her request with the silver dress code for the month of September. Although I saw plenty of people, celebrities included, who did not follow dress code, but whatever. I'm not going to go there.
Wait, there's an actual dress code? I thought, I should have noticed this. Because I'm like, why is everybody, I just thought it was like this whole disco thing going on. Everybody seems to be kind of wearing the same thing, but I didn't know it was like an official like dress code.
Yeah, as the month of August was ending, she specifically requested on her website to celebrate her birthday month, basically, for everyone to wear silver. So not only, was this one of the wishes that she had, but she also, like you mentioned, has the mute challenge going on, where she puts everybody on mute, but there's plenty of people who cannot follow simple directions.
Those were the troublemakers at school. The one that got the whole class in trouble, and then we had to like write something 10 times. I will not do this again. Those were the kids.
That was them. And they should have been kicked out of the concert. That's what should have happened. Because you don't know how to act, you shouldn't be at a concert with grown-ups.
Why does this escalate so
because it's so annoying. Like, really? Okay, like, I do love Beyonce, and I do love her music. But even if I wasn't such a big fan of hers, like, hello, pay attention, follow directions. I saw people like yelling. I saw people who obviously were not wearing silver. Like, these are the 2 things here that are being requested, like simple little things, and people don't know how to act.
But how much were the tickets? Because if the tickets were like $1,000, they were like crazy amounts when they initially came out. So if the tickets are $1,000 and now she wants me in a dress code, I'm like, maybe I can't afford it. Some people, didn't pay their rents at this point. And you think, what? Like, she asking for too much.
Ma'am, that's already a problem. You can't pay your rent because you're going to Beyonce concert. You shouldn't be going, period. Don't worry about no dress code.
Y'all Beyhivers.
Don't worry about no dress code if you can't pay your rent. But that's not even what I'm talking about. Aside from the fans being, not people who can follow directions, I'm actually more so referring to the celebs who can afford to find themselves silver dress code and still did not. But anyway, that's just me nitpicking. I'm not gonna make this whole video about people being dumb, specifically celebs. But
wait, I just want to know what celeb. If you're gonna talk about Megan Thee Stallion, we're ending this video. She can
First,
do no
I didn't
wrong.
know she was there. So no, I'm not talking about her.
Okay.
Calm down. But there were others. I can't think of them off the top of my head just now, but it's like it was a couple. Kylie Jenner wore all black, but whatever. So did Timothy Chalamet, but again, whatever. Anyway, so like I was saying, we're breaking this down into three subjects, or really three stories of the night. The biggest being that it was the Queen Bee herself's birthday, and yes, she was serenaded by Diana Ross. Of course, the crowd was crazy and just like showering her with all the love that the fandom of the Beehive can give her. But like, really, who was not there should be what we should stick to, because literally the list of every celebrity there is super long. She did 3 nights in LA, and this last night, I believe it was just gonna be 3 nights. So this last night was the night of her birthday. And yeah, you had Jeff Bezos and his girlfriend, fiance, whatever she is, Lauren Sanchez.
Yeah.
Chris Jenner. If Corey was there, I didn't see him. Kim, Chloe, North, and Penelope. Kendall and Kylie with Timothy Chalamet, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Travis Scott,
Woo!
Night Eye. Also get to that in a little bit. Lizzo, who did not seem to be the most popular. Chris Rock, super random. He'd just been stuck at Rain Man, like Raining Man or whatever that's called. Burning Man. Wow.
Well, the Burning Man needed water. Raining Man.
Well, he'd been stuck at Burning Man because of rain. Anyway, apparently he made it out. Kiki Palmer was there with her baby daddy.
Mm.
I guess she ain't just a mom no more. Kelly Rowland, of course. Kerry Washington, Meghan Markle, Vanessa Bryant, Winnie Harlow, of course, Diana Ross, Tom Holland, and Zendaya, who are the cutest to me. The Biebers, and just like so many more people. I saw like some random people there too. This one actor, Caucasian actor, I can't remember what he played in The Handmaid's Tale. And he was the one of
Fred?
the architect. No, not Fred. The architect of all of Gilead. The one with the
Oh,
white hair.
yeah.
He was there with his wife, and they were in silver. You see, some people can follow directions. Anyway,
Wait, were they the Ofreds? What was his? What?
no, I forget what his name was. Fred was Fred, like
Oh,
both of
yeah.
them. Yeah, no, it was not him. But this other actor, he was there, and like him and his spouse, who I want to say she's probably an actress too, but I can't fully recall. Anyway, random ass people were at this show. So again, like I said, the dress code was silver, and many people did not follow directions, or some of them halfway did. And back to my comment here on Lizzo not being so popular, it looked like she was kind of not really embraced by many celebrities. There's video footage of Justin Bieber like being hugged by Jeff Bezos, and he just looked like he did not want that man near him. And as he's walking by, Lizzo looks like she wants to say something to him, and he just keeps on walking. Her expression after he walks away is like okay, weird and awkward. Um,
Really?
yeah, no, it was weird. Like at least the video. Like the internets are crazy right now with all the videos from Beyonce's concert. So of course, the main attraction for a lot of people, Blue Ivy. She was out there
Oh,
doing her thing,
love
as we've been seeing. And I feel like when we first covered, Blue Ivy's appearance, several months ago, we discussed how she was going to get the confidence. She was going to be out there shining. And that's exactly what she's done. I'm really glad that the haters have not stopped her. But yeah, she was amazing, of course.
She's doing so
Beyonce.
good. Like
Oh,
you can see like the before and after pictures,
yeah.
like or
Yeah.
in videos, and she's like killing it.
Completely. And like you can tell Beyonce's proud. Like you can so tell Beyonce's proud. Now, some little tidbits here, people in the internet's trying to create a little bit of drama about the fact that like Northwest was there and, kind of wanting to steal some shine away, but you can't. Blue
They're
Ivy.
really gonna pin like 10-year-olds together?
Yes, this is what people are out here doing, bro. This is what it is. So either way, it all looked fun and great and everybody was having a good time. Um One other little tidbit, the internets are claiming that Miss Carter Knowles or Ms. Knowles Carter is pregnant again. I don't know if it's true. She could
Really?
just be
Why?
bloated.
She can't be bloated one day?
That's what I'm saying. She could just maybe she just had a sandwich, like I don't know. Maybe she just had a Coke, like or Pepsi. I think she did a sponsorship for Pepsi a long time ago. But you got people out here doing these videos where she's kind of looking down at her belly when she sings a lyric about something inside of me, and then there's also the videos of the profile where you kind of see a little bit of a pouch, but she could be bloated. Maybe it's just like a food baby. Anyway, so that right there is that first story of the night, which is the Beyonce concert itself and the celeb mania that was a Renaissance tour. What
Can
do you
I just say, I was part of the internet with with Northwest and Blue Ivy because she's doing like, she's kind of working. I mean, she is
Yeah,
working.
yeah,
And then, Northwest was just kind of like a spectator, like in front
yeah.
row area. And I'm like, see, this girl's working. Beyonce's teaching her something. What is Kimberly teaching this child over here?
No, you
I mean, I don't know. Guys, Eldris talks crap. Eldris, me, I talk crap. Let me roll with it. Don't come for me. But that's initially what I thought. I'm like, what is she doing? I mean, I know she's good at prosthetics and stuff, but Blue Ivy, she's sweating. She making her money.
yeah.
And just going back to like our video that we posted a few months ago, check it out, guys. Um, she's learning the industry, learning,
Yeah.
work ethic. Like, I think it's amazing. I'm even proud of her, and I'm not related to her.
I think
So,
it's great, and I love to have seen the evolution. Literally, from when we first covered it to now, it's been so much fun, and she just seems like a natural, and I love
yeah,
that. I love how happy she looks on stage, and how proud Beyonce looks. It's amazing. I love the whole thing.
yeah,
I'm not about to sit here and say nothing about no 10-year-olds and 11-year-olds. Like, everybody have fun. Let them have fun.
fine. Next.
Well, what did you think of like all the celebs that were out there? I mean, that was so
Hi.
crazy.
Well, I'm glad there was like no natural disaster going on because like Hollywood would have gone down. But I was surprised to see Lizzo out, to be honest, because
I was
everything that she
too.
has going on.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. I don't think at least to me, it didn't seem like she was having a good time, kind of thing. Some of these celebrities, I don't know. I just think they're just putting on. Are
Yeah.
they really Beyonce fans? I mean, maybe I'm the only one that isn't,
Uh,
but I don't know. I think it's just like a Hollywood kind of event. Like, hey, we have to go here. Met
yeah,
Gala, Beyonce's concert, kind of thing. Like the
yeah.
it thing to do.
I mean,
So
yeah,
and then some people like get recorded, or they have like these videos of celebrities. They don't even know the lyrics. They're putting on.
yeah, yeah.
They're not true fans.
I mean, I think it was definitely more of like an event type of thing, like to
Yeah.
be seen and to make a splash in the news because it's going to happen. But you also had influencers who were flown out as part of kind of like Beyonce's request for her hair brand. I'm not sure the name. I don't know that it's been released, but there were influencers who were set in a section and given goodies and all that. So they like, made tapes, recordings or whatnot of their whole thing. But as far as like some of the celebs that I saw, it was just kind of like Katy Perry was there. I feel like she would be a fan. Kate Hudson was there with her. Um,
You see, like it's
yeah,
just like, do y'all
yeah,
even go out and then you're gonna come to go to a Beyonce concert?
yeah. It was interesting,
Hmm.
But let's get to what
Topic number two.
Topic number two, which pisses me off because I feel like it overshadowed just a bit what the night was supposed to be about, which was Beyonce's birthday. But no.
You know what? You're right. Because all I've been talking about is Timothy Chalamet. I don't even know this guy. I've never seen any of his movies, I think. Yeah, I don't think so. And I like the drama of it all, but go ahead, continue.
To me, I'm,
Timmy.
I'm gonna have a bone to pick with you one day if I ever meet you. Like, how you gonna do that to the queen? To the queen.
No, talk to Kylie and talk to Chris. It ain't
I'm not
Timmy's fault.
talking to Kylie or to Chris. This is expected of them. This is not new. The
Well,
we'll get to that in
Timmy's
a second.
getting the good, so he ain't gonna complain. I'm just
We
saying.
will get to that part here in a second. But okay, so what the internet has been going crazy about is what I call the hard launch of Kylie Jenner and Timothy Chalamet. 4 months, there's been rumors, very grainy paparazzi photos of far away of what looks to be Timothy and Kylie together, but nothing concrete, nothing real. And as you all who've been watching us know, we've complained hella lot about the fact that Miss Kylie Jenner does not share much about her personal life, right? Compared to her older sisters, the Kardashian women. But for the first time in public and essentially confirming the rumors, Kylie and Timothy Chalamet were finally seen together, but not just together. They also were packing on the PDA. Holy crap. He grabbed her butt, y'all. I saw it.
He did?
He
Oh, I didn't
did.
see that. Mhm.
He did. Anyway,
Time and a place, guys. Time and a place.
yes. So
Yeah.
videos have been all over social media because, of course, showing them all hugged up and making out. Now, the drums, because
The
the
drums.
drums. Kylie's baby daddy, Travis Scott, was there. Now, was he near them? I don't know. Did he
I
see
don't think so.
them making out? I don't know. But it would be interesting if he did.
He gonna rap about it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like an artist such as Travis Scott, of course. That's going to be his cathartic way of letting it all go, I'm sure, if he's going to let that go. Because apparently he's already made a dig at Timothy in one of his recent songs. Anywho, so the other drums, so the internet is speculating that this is just another Kris Jenner production and a PR stunt. And if we know one thing, we know that they love their PR stunts. So there's been a lot of comparison, and I am one of those people. A lot of comparison being made that the hard launch that her sister Kendall Jenner had with Bad Bunny is just very similar to what now Kylie's doing with Timothy. And now, just as we complain about Kylie, we also complain about Kendall. And we didn't see Kendall and Bad Bunny officially together until a concert, just like Kylie and Timothy. And I'm talking about Drake's concert.
Oh, Drake's concert, yeah.
And now y'all know we went in during that video about the Drake concert. So Kenito, as some people call them, not me, but some people, they were definitely packing on the PDA. They were all over each other. At one point, there was a video of Kendall twerking on Bad Bunny. There was another one where she kind of seems to fall on her behind. It was a lot. And it was something that we just didn't see before from, the Jenner sisters. So again, this all happened. The Kenito hard launch was a couple of weeks ago. Now we have Kylie and Timothy. There's no nickname for them yet. I checked. I don't even know what you could call them. But anyway, there's a lot of similarities. I mean, supposedly they've been rumored to be together for 6 months, same as
Tylee.
Kendall.
Let's call him Tylee.
Tylee,
I don't know.
Tylee has been rumored to be together for 6 months, just like Kenito. Although Kenito's probably reaching 7 months now. I don't know. Super weird. Anyway, So, again, the Genesis are not known for any kind of public displays of any kind, especially with anyone that they're supposedly dating. We all know that they are the most private ones from the Jenner clan. You barely saw much of Kendall's relationship with Devin Booker, and that was a long relationship, right? As far as what we know. Even Kylie and Travis, like, you didn't see much. Like, maybe you saw them on the red carpet or whatever, but there wasn't anything, too concrete. This is a far departure from the past. What do we think?
There's a lot of thoughts here. First, I don't even know. Should I start with a controversial one? Maybe.
Oh God, here
Kylie
we
is
go.
putting on for
Hmm.
the city. That is my slogan for the day. Putting on for the city. She knew her baby daddy was gonna be there. Be like, you know what? Toma. I have to say it like in
Not a
Spanish.
Toma.
Toma, here you go on a silver platter. Travis Scott said, the Willy Wonka factory, you can't find a flame as hot as me. Well, I guess she found Willy Wonka and started making out with him, proved him wrong,
Oh,
said, yeah, I moved on. Like, you should have inserted the clip of, like, what was that Beyonce video? Irreplaceable? You must not know about me. Kylie was saying that to him. That's what I think. I think
ooh.
it's petty on such a funny level. I feel
Yeah,
like I would do something like that on an immature level. I'm saying on my immature level, but I'm very mature, so I won't
yeah,
do that. Okay,
yeah. We are mature women on this channel.
mature women here.
Yeah.
Second, I think that Chris was like, "Hey, Jenners, you're up. Your sisters, I'm not shaming on age or anything. I'm not an ageist, but your sisters are getting old. We need the next generation
Mhm.
to come through. We need to keep the Kardashian show live. I mean, for a couple more seasons. Y'all
Right.
need to start sharing. So Kylie was sharing on the last few episodes of season 3 where
Yeah.
she got fillers and plastic surgery and Stormy and names. We've never heard all these things about Kylie before.
No.
She kept her pregnancy private, all her circle. Like, she had a tight circle because nobody leaked nothing.
Nope.
So she purposely wanted us to see that. So this is a Kris Jenner production and a Kris Jenner production, and she was trying to prove a point to her baby daddy. Like, I don't need you. I'm a fake billionaire. I don't know. Is she a billionaire these
Oh,
days or
she's
no?
a fake. Oh my gosh.
And I'm pissed that Forbes called her a self-made billionaire, didn't fact check her taxes, and then they retracted their statement saying, nah, just kidding, she ain't a billionaire. You know what? I should have done your due diligence beforehand before calling somebody a billionaire. Now, self-made is a controversial topic in itself, and we're not going to go into it. But those
Yeah.
are my two, I guess, points.
Tidbit.
What do you think?
Okay. Well, I
I
mean,
know I would not, like, I don't know. I
yeah,
felt that in my spirit. Like, I
you
had,
really did. You need to get it out. Like, relief.
yeah.
Okay. So, oh my gosh. Okay. This is gonna sound a little bit elitist. I know it will.
Tell me.
Well, why does it feel like Timothy Chalamet is on a different kind of level than Miss Kylie Jenner? Like,
I did think that too. Because I was like, he was smoking. First of all, you can't be smoking in those areas. Like, can he get a fine for that, please?
I hope so.
Ticketmaster,
I thought that was
SoFi
nasty.
Stadium. Huh?
I thought that was nasty. What's he doing?
Yeah, SoFi Stadium. Give him a fine.
Yeah.
That's not cool. But he
Nope.
was giving me that, like, Parisian vibe, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh la la kind of stuff. And then Kylie estaba de, like, rogada. I don't know. Say that in English.
Well, girl, I wouldn't
He was
even
like
know
all up
that.
on her man. He was unbothered. She
Yeah,
was putting on.
seemed like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Timothy Chalamet has been nominated for, I mean, an Oscar. He speaks
For what,
multiple
Willy
languages.
Wonka?
Girl, Willy Wonka ain't even come out yet.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. I haven't reviewed the. We haven't reviewed it. Okay.
We haven't
Wonka,
reviewed
really?
his filmography, but um he he's an actor who's, basically like one of the rising hot stars. He's about to be in his sequel for Dune is about to come out, and that was a big movie. Um, he's out there, and he's definitely, been recognized a couple times. He speaks multiple languages. He seems to be, well traveled and cultured. And then you have Kylie Jenner from reality TV.
Oh,
Dot, dot,
he's
dot.
done a few things.
Yeah.
There's like a Men, Women, and Children, Interstellar, and Worst Friends in 2014.
Mhm.
Adderall Diaries, Love the Coopers, 1 and 2 in 2015. Miss Stevens in 2016. Like 4 in 2017. Are these like movies or are these, yeah, films?
Yeah.
Let's see what else. 2018, Beautiful Boy. 2019, King and Little Women. So
Mhm.
2023, he has Wonka. It's
Right.
in post production. And 2024, like you mentioned, is Dune Part 2, and that's in post production as well.
Yeah.
Look at him. And he has TV and theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, he don't belong with her.
Um,
And on top of that, don't y'all think that he looks alike? I know I took over your whole thing, but they have the same jawline. Like they look alike. They look like siblings.
they do look alike.
I hate couples that look like each other because I'm
Me
like, I
too.
can't. It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
the
You're
same
right.
chiseled
Yeah.
thing. You know, Kylie has fillers, but his is probably natural.
Yeah. No, I think it's natural. Yeah.
They look
You
alike.
you might be onto something there, but I don't know. Like, look. It's a little strange, how it seems like all of the sisters, with the exception of Chloe, because we haven't seen a man of hers just yet, have gone from dating black men to now dating white men or white passing men like Benito. Seems a little bit weird. Like, I
Okay.
per oh no, what?
Okay. This is not gonna sound right. Take it with a grain of salt, guys. But are the Kardashians over black men at this point?
I mean, they got their babies, right? That's what the internets are saying.
I'm just sprinkling that there.
I'm
I'm
just
leaving it
repeating what
there.
the internets are saying.
The
Apparently,
internets don't lie.
the
Twitterverse don't lie.
conspiracy is that they wanted their biracial babies, and that was it. Because of course,
That's crazy.
Kimberly has been accused for years of using Kanye West for clout and all this and that. And then there's, Kylie, who had two babies by Travis Scott, which is kind of like out of nowhere. Um, Kendall, I mean, she kind of dated
Racial.
multiple biracial men.
Mhm.
Courtney's never really steered away from white men.
She's she's the only one that's
Consistent.
been true.
Yeah.
The more
Uh,
we talk about Courtney, the more sometimes I think we were too harsh on her. Or
Courtney,
maybe me.
girl, if you ever see this, my bad.
My bad.
Whew. Don't watch our old videos. Courtney, just Courtney. Don't watch the old
And
one.
by the way, I'm so happy that, she's out of the hospital,
Yeah.
she was clearly missing from the concert,
Yeah.
but her baby was having what was it, a fetal surgery,
Fetal surgery.
urgent.
Yeah.
So, we're glad that you're okay if you see this video.
Yeah. That
Be
was
well.
a lot. Like, yeah. But Chloe is, I guess, the only one that we haven't really, heard anything of besides the fact that, Trish Trash is still in the picture as a co-parent, but whatever. Anyway, so it was again one of the things that like frustrated me was the fact that this hard launch, this PR stunt, was overshadowing the Queen's birthday. Like, anyway. But speaking of queens, let's move on to topic number 3. Which
Do
I
you
know
want to
you're
talk
gonna
about it?
love.
Because that's who you like. You like all of these people. I do not, except the
But
Kardashians love hate.
I don't like, it's not that I love this person. I like her. But I think it's like the more people want to dog her, the more I want to defend her. Like, anyway, we're talking about Meghan Markle, y'all. Like, There's no Duchess. The Duchess. We're talking about the Duchess because Miss Meghan Markle not only attended Beyonce's show in LA one night, but she also attended the birthday concert. The first night that she went, well, there was plenty of videos about that over the weekend, and you had so many people just going crazy about the fact that Meghan Markle was just living her best life, dancing her little heart out, along with her mom Doria and her husband Prince Harry. Now,
Who was bored. So the internet say I'm not starting no beef yet.
the
Okay.
internet were trying to claim he was bored, but very quickly videos came out showing that he was also living his best life. He was also dancing his little heart out. And all those rumors over the past few months of a divorce, yeah, that does not seem like that's happening. They looked very much happy, very much in love, and I'm here for it. Like, I loved it. But as is expected, as is expected, beyond what is it, the pond or whatever they call it,
Mhm.
there wasn't too many enthusiastic reactions, I would say, to this whole thing.
Yeah.
So we did do, a little bit of research because we want to make sure we got our facts straight here. So they did stir up some controversy because, again, this is just the British media. Like,
For two reasons.
it was two reasons. First one we're going to touch on here, which I think is bonkers. The controversy is that they were having such a good time at Beyonce's Renaissance World Tour the day after Diana's death anniversary. Princess Diana, who died 26 years ago. How dare they party after the death date? That's just.
Why did that remind me of Manifest after the death date?
Oh my gosh, yeah. So Prince Harry and Meghan had critics shaking their head as they were spotted enjoying a night out in Los Angeles on Friday, September 1st, the day after the 26th anniversary of Princess Diana. The couple was joined by the Duchess' mother, Doria Ragland, as they watched the show from a private box overlooking the stadium. Now, videos circulated online showing the mother and daughter duo having a great time as they smiled and waved their arms in the air like they didn't care, and I'm sure they didn't. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's appearance at Beyonce's show comes a day after Princess Diana's anniversary, death anniversary, August 31st, and critics of the couple have since shared their dismay at their actions. Dismay, y'all. To Die for Daily podcast host Kinsey Schofield, who I can't even deal with her, told Christo over a Talk TV that the former Suit star was losing her mind as she was shaking her tail feather at the show. Her tail feather? It's the perfect example of why they did not fit in the royal family. They don't understand the concept of common sense when something's appropriate. Kinsey, Kensley, whatever her name is, said. Schofield admitted that she may be in the wrong to say it is inappropriate for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry to be partying after Princess Diana's death anniversary, but she reiterated she still found it cringe behavior on their part. Okay, so in his memoir, Spare, the Duke of Sussex recalled taking Meghan Markle to visit his mother's grave in Althorpe. He wrote, "No visit to this place was ever easy, but this one, 25th anniversary and Meg's first time. At long last, I was bringing the girl of my dreams home to meet Mom. We hesitated, hugging. That's sweet. And then I went first. I placed flowers on the grave. Meg gave me a moment, and I spoke to my mother in my head, told her I missed her, and asked her for guidance and clarity." I think that nobody has a right to tell somebody else how to deal with any kind of death in their family. Mind your damn business. Like,
You tell them.
it is they were pulling at straws trying to like this Kinsey person also said how inappropriate it was that they were partying um the day it was announced that uh Dodie Lafayette's father had died.
They're not even related.
There's no relation.
None whatsoever.
But they were like the guy she was talking to on this show was accusing Megan of twerking inappropriately or something like that, and how, you know, basically inappropriate and just ludicrous they were for doing all this after Princess Diana's death anniversary, and the fact that I think is it Muhammad Al Fayed? Anyway, Dodi Al Fayed's father died, and they made that into a thing. Just like Prince Harry had nothing to do with that man. That was
Yeah.
not his blood relative. Like,
Nor his stepdaddy. He was just a boyfriend.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore he had nothing to do with that man's father who passed. Like, anyway, what was the second controversial point about Meghan?
Guys. All right. So, the Duchess. That's what I like to call her. The Duchess. People are claiming, well, first of all, the second concert was no Harry there, no Prince Harry there. But
Right.
she was partying with her friends, I guess Kelly Rowland and Kerry
Harry
Washington.
Washington.
Carrie. Sometimes it just dawns on me. I don't know, guys. Bear with me. It's late, okay? But, people are saying that this second time around, she was doing like business deals. We know, all these Netflix things and, things that she has going on. So I'm gonna read what we researched. So it says Meghan Markle attended her second Beyonce concert in LA for the Renaissance tour. She was living it up with her Hollywood pals without her husband. After fans posted photos of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex at the concert on Friday, some claimed that Harry looked bored and even miserable, which, we mentioned. Markle was seen at the show posing with actress Kerry Washington and Kelly Rowland. And Kelly Rowland, Destiny's Child, blah blah blah. Her latest trip to watch Beyonce in concert may have been more business than pleasure after she was spotted mingling with a boss from Netflix. The Duchess of Sussex was seen sitting next to the streaming giant CEO Ted Sarandos and his wife Nicole Avant. One topic of discussion may have been Prince Harry's Invictus Games documentary, which was branded a flop, having failed to make Netflix top 10 in either Britain or the US. So maybe, oh, I think I'm so tired of trashing the Duchess that I don't even know what to say. I feel like these things are a stretch, guys.
I
Like,
mean,
but if business is to be had, I'm gonna seize the opportunity. This is the nicest thing I'm gonna say about her. Like, if there's like a Netflix CEO, and I need some cheddar because the royal family ain't giving us funds.
right?
I mean, a little conversation here and there is not going to hurt. And Jeff Bezos, now he's all mingling with the Kardashians. That bothers me. I don't know why I just brought that up. But, Amazon Prime kind of thing. I mean, or Prime Video. What is that thing called?
It's Prime Video, yeah.
Prime Video. So, she was probably just throwing out, business ideas to these guys on, you know, whatever they have going on. I don't see nothing wrong with that per se, but the media really hates her. I don't like her and I don't dislike her. I don't
I
know.
mean,
I'm okay.
sure.
I dislike her a little bit, but
I just think it's like hilarious how quick people are to find something wrong. Like, the girl can't just go to a concert and have fun. Like, she went with her husband and they were talking crap. She went alone and they were talking crap. It's like she can
damage.
literally, right, she can do no right. in some people's eyes. And we've received plenty of feedback from people who are very much pro H&M and people who are very much anti H&M. So it's a weird, subject, I think, because people really are so like divided on it. Um, but I just think it's like at the end of the day, there's still just two people in this world who are trying to live their lives. And like I said before, they can be a little bit annoying, but that doesn't mean that they deserve the kind of hatred that they get. Like for people to really go on national television in England and basically like pretend as though they are the most horrible people for going out after Harry's mother's death anniversary 26 years later is like, that's just preposterous. And the fact that like the royal family has never really protected them also sucks. And a lot of the reason for them not doing that is because of the close relationship that they have with the British media and how they want the British media to continue to cover them in better lighting. Because, I mean, Prince Andrew's still around. And how much hard pressed did he get? Like,
Mhm.
there's no way that you can sit here and talk as much crap about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle for being, you can call them selfish, you can call them money hungry, gold digger, whatever. Not one of them is a pedophile. Not one of them has been, hit with a lawsuit for being a pedophile. And
You
yet,
have to wait 105 years to see these documents. I was like, what? I want to know now.
like,
It's crazy.
and that's why to me it's like I just get annoyed. It's like people keep nitpicking at them, and it feels like it's always in a way to cover whatever the other side is doing. Like how often did we hear of like that rumor that Prince William had been cheating on Kate? You hardly saw anything. And the only reason why it even was like brought to light recently was because the apparent mistress was going to be attending the king's coronation. Like, and even that was kind of
I didn't
brushed.
even know about that. So they're doing a good job.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Anytime that there's any kind of controversy about to be stirred up, something else gets thrown out about, the lesser royals, in particular Prince Harry, like because it's just easier to do that and Meghan than to really like dig into what these other people are doing. And like if you think about it, they really could have utilized Harry and Meghan. Like Prince Harry has been beloved by everybody. I think he probably had the biggest popularity out of all the royals for a long time. And it was just so quick how everybody just turned on him because he decided and dared to marry not just an American, not just a divorcee, but a biracial woman who happened to be half black. Like, hello racism. That's all that is. And so I can't help but just feel like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and support y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all are annoying when y'all are being annoying, but I'm gonna support y'all. So when people want to come and talk crap, I'm gonna go ahead and talk some crap back because it's just like it's just dumb to me. Like it's just completely dumb. The girl did absolutely nothing to nobody other than marry herself a prince. And if she was so about the money, she would have never agreed to leave the royal family. Like, why? You're getting money from the freaking people. Why would she literally agree to leave? There was no way that they were ever going to be making more money than had they stayed with the royal family and living for free, doing all these things that they would have, wanted to do and getting paid for it without doing extra work. So that still doesn't add up to me. Where is she a gold digger?
Well, I mean, Harry, I don't know how much he's worth these days, because he left and all,
Yeah,
but it's a couple millions, not a couple, a few millions up
yeah.
there, millions. I think she's a gold digger just because there's a lot of thoughts. I don't know if we can go all into it and stuff, but I just don't like everything that's happened since Megan got with Harry. We've known like all throughout our lives William and Harry. William was the cuter one growing up. Harry was the rebel, the redhead. You
Yeah.
know, we know some of his history with substance abuse,
Mhm.
um, things that he's done, strip clubs. He would live in life. He's always been that, but he was the second in line then. So he has,
No, he's always
things
been the
that
third in line.
huh?
He was always the third one in line until
Oh,
William
third one.
did.
I mean, third one in line.
Yeah.
So he's always had this, I don't have to behave like the others do because
Yeah.
it's not me immediately, going to the throne or whatever. But when she got with him, I just feel like he never acted out against his family like that.
Yeah. Because I don't think that he felt powerful enough to do it. He didn't feel
So that's
secure
why
enough
I
to
think
do it.
that she has had some influence on him, and I don't think it's particularly in a good way or handled in a way that's kind of amicable. Like, why did they have to get so nasty? I mean, obviously, we don't know the truth. There's the his side, their side, and the truth in the middle. But
Yeah.
I just don't like some of the things they've said in the Oprah interview kind of thing. Like, we come from a household or like Hispanic households where we keep our laundry in.
Yeah.
Might be good, might be bad. I don't know how it functions in other, races, ethnicities, things like that.
Yeah.
But they were just airing all these things out. He seemed so disgruntled. Like, why did they need to voice all that? Like, why couldn't they just move away, not say anything, and have it just turned into this whole fiasco, and it was like distasteful to me.
I think the reason they stepped forward and they mentioned it in the interview is because of all of the crap that was being said about them in the media, in particular the British media, and the fact that the royal family never did step up for them. Whenever anything has gone on, they've put out statements on behalf of Prince William, they've put out statements on behalf of Kate, but they never really put out any statements on behalf of Harry or Meghan. Like, Harry forced them to put out a statement when he first started dating her, that it became public, and there was all these racial like epithets being thrown out and used in media, and he forced a statement to be put out, and it came from him. It wasn't necessarily that it came from the royal family, but like it came from him. And outside of that, I can't recall any other statement
Mhm.
where they were protected in any kind of way. So yeah, if somebody's been talking crap about me and my family's not defending me, I'm going to go ahead and speak my truth. And I think that they had every right to say what they needed to say. Should they have said it in, such a crazy fashion or Oprah sit down? Who knows? But at the end of the day, it's like you try and try and try and try to get things to be resolved through a different way, and then it doesn't work out. And it's like you're continuing to be slandered. I mean, what do people do here when they're being slandered? They sue somebody and then they go to court and then they talk about it in court. So it's no different. Like, it's no different. And that is why both of them have pursued civil suits against British media because of all of the different things that have been said and done or whatever. At which, at which point has the royal family ever stepped in for them? So yeah, like if somebody's talking crap about me, I'm gonna go ahead and say something. I'm gonna step up for myself, for my family. And I think that like people want to blame Meghan for taking Harry away. But Harry talked about long before meeting her wanting to get away. He would spend a lot of his time in Africa because that's where he felt better. That's where he felt more comfortable. Like he was forced to be this person for so long and he wanted out but he couldn't find a way out. He didn't have the support system to get out. Then he meets someone who is supporting him. And she still wanted to stay with him in that life until he didn't want to anymore because of the fact that his wife was like having suicidal ideation. Like, that would scare anybody, I would think. And given his history, the loss that he's gone through, like, yeah, I would assume you'd want to get away from the things, the people, the environment that is causing harm to your family. But I don't think people pay attention to that. I think people pay attention to the salacious details that are being thrown out and all the gossip and everything. and that's what they run with. And it's just easier to do that than to realize that a healthy, mentally stable person will never stay in a toxic relationship. He got out of his toxic relationship, but people don't want to look at it that way. They want to blame her as if she's the toxic one. That man has been in therapy for years. And it wasn't until he met her that he finally became free. His own words. But nobody wants to believe him. Oh, yeah, no, he's lying. He's brainwashed. Like, he can't possibly be a mentally stable, healthy man. Nah. He needs to go back to his royal family, who messed him up royally his whole life.
I
That's
see
great.
what you did there.
I'm just saying.
That was so profound. I don't know if I should kill it or let you take the W here. I think
You
I'm gonna
can,
let you take.
you can
No,
kill it.
I'll let you. I'll let you take the W here. But I mean, if he's happy, if he loves it, he likes it. I love it. I mean, at this point, I don't like the Duchess.
Yeah.
I don't like the way they're moving necessarily, but they have to make a living, so they have to do all these Netflix deals and things like that because they don't have the royal funds or the security or things like that. I don't I don't know. I'll let you win this one.
Think about it though. What do y'all want? So y'all want these people to get like regular jobs? Are they not supposed to make a living? Are they supposed to be like poor somewhere? Are they supposed to be begging for money? So it's bad if they try to work because of the way they're trying to work. But then it's bad if they get the money from the people because then they're taking from the people. Like, which one is it? You
She's
can't
just
work.
a gold digger. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. I just feel like she married into this family. She says she didn't have these preconceived notions how they were going to behave or how they were going to treat her. You know,
She's
how do I
a
say
typical
this?
ignorant American, bro. Like,
Let's say that she's a typical ignorant American who didn't know how the royals were going to behave based on the color of her skin. Like, I don't understand that philosophy. Just being,
you're telling me that if the queen said, "Oh, come on over," you're not gonna be like, "Oh, okay," and then just think about what you're gonna wear, how you're gonna look, how your makeup's gonna be, your shoes. Are you gonna be concerned with, "Oh, is she gonna treat me right because I'm a color of my skin?"
that of course has to be the thought in her mind. Of course, besides
No.
the attire. I'm like, we know these establishments, we know these firms, they have these these thoughts.
Yeah,
They're
no, definitely.
they're the OG colonizers. Like for her to think that she was going to be treated like other white people is crazy to me.
But we don't know that she thought that. I don't know where people get that. She
What
never
do you
said
mean? It
she
was
thought
like,
that.
huh?
She never said she thought she was gonna be treated like a white person.
No, but she didn't think she was not going to be have all this like negative attention.
That's from the British media. But if you don't live in a country, how do you know how they're gonna treat you? Like, we can't say that because we're kind of outliers. Like, we do our research before we travel anywhere. We know what to expect, or we try to know what to expect when we go places, and
So
we
you're
try
going
to
to
be
tell me
aware.
somebody with like resources like Megan is not going to research or ask or did she deny this help from the royal family like with the etiquettes and like things to do and I think she always wanted to be an individual within the royal family and that's not possible.
Definitely, I'm sure. Like, you can't be someone who's been like an independent woman her whole life and then want to fall in line. No, I'm sure that that was definitely a point of contention. Definitely. But, at the same time, like I said, people are not giving enough credit to the ignorance of most Americans. Like, I'm not trying to bash Americans here. We're American. But again, we're outliers, like you and I, right? Like I said, we
Yeah,
reach
but as a woman of color, I think you sometimes understand how
not if you're sheltered.
unfortunately how to behave in certain situations.
Not if you're sheltered. Not if you grow up in an area of mostly Caucasian people where you're not necessarily treated as too different or whatnot. Like, that's her upbringing.
Okay, so that's her upbringing. So then she came to the States, and then all of a sudden, Tyler Perry is Archie's goddad. Now she's surrounded by
That's
all these
Lily
black
Bed
people.
Goddamn.
Like that doesn't make any sense to me. Like now she's like this hot celebrity or this, duchess, and she was a D-list actor at best. Like I just don't like the way she's portrayed to. I feel like it's phony. It doesn't feel genuine to me.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people think that it's all just like some kind of an act. But Tyler Perry went on camera for their Netflix documentary and explained why he did what he did. He saw a black woman because at the end of the day, even though she's biracial, majority of people see her as a black woman. He saw a black woman in need and he wanted to help. I don't think that to misconstrue that as something, entirely different is going to like make a difference as far as like why he did it. He said why he did it. He wanted to help her and him, but obviously mostly her. He wanted
Being
to,
a godhead,
that came later. He's Lilybeth's godfather, not Archie's.
one
That
of them
all happened.
kids.
That all happened like a year or two later. He lent them their home when they first came to California after being in Canada because paparazzi kept finding them, and the royal family had stripped Prince Harry of his security detail. Like that's not safe. If you're someone like Prince Harry who's had a security detail his whole life, and then you no longer have that, how do you protect yourself? You can't have cops
That
protect
was
you.
messed up. Yeah.
So Tyler Perry lent them his home and his security detail. He did everything for their protection. So, they grew into having a close enough friendship. That's why they asked for him to be Lilybeth's godfather. But again, I feel like it's easy, especially because, everything we see online are just clips of things. It's easy to forget the actual full story and just go based off of a clip of what somebody or somebody saying or doing. Just how we've noticed that if we put out clips of whatever we're saying, they're going to take it and run with it instead of watching our whole video to know why we're saying the things we're saying. So that's what keeps happening to them, and nobody looks at the bigger picture because that takes too much time. Who really wants to deal with all that? It's just better to run with like theory than to know the real story. Like again, can they be annoying? Yes. Have they done everything perfectly? No. Have they had faults in all of this? Of course. Nobody's completely blameless here. But to treat them in such a visceral, hateful way is something I'll never understand. Like something I'll just never like get through my head. It does not make any kind of sense. Especially because they are not like somebody who's here to like take anything away from you. Like
Mhm.
why people care so much of them doing things the way they're doing it is like crazy. Like we have no problem with the Kardashian family now, and we know what their whole plan was years and years ago. And even to this day, how they're a PR machine, they're still doing these things and we're still falling for it, whether we know about it or not. We're still falling for it. So how is it okay for this family to do what they do? But then you got this couple who's trying to make a living because everything was taken from them because their family didn't want to protect them. Like, again, toxic.
No, I think everybody knows that the Kardashians are opportunists, but they're just always in our face. Like, like we've said before, we have this love-hate relationship with the Kardashians. They are entertaining and I'm here for the drums. But at the same time, the way they move, it's like, some of their moves, it's like cringeworthy.
Yeah,
Like, I don't like how anybody behaves in a certain fashion.
yeah.
Should the media be so vicious to the Duchess and the Duke? No. Like, can they leave them alone? Yes. But, they need to help me. Like, just, they need to just chill, man. Just chill.
Well, I mean, since the documentary and then the memoir dropped, they kind of tried to take a step back and be low
They have.
key. But
Mm-hmm.
people keep finding ways and reasons to like put them back into the spotlight, you know? Like they were not in Club Renaissance, like on the floor, front row that night they went together. They were at a private, balcony thing,
Box.
private
Yeah.
suite, yeah. But you still have people taking videos of them non fucking stop. Sorry, I cursed. They took so many videos of them. And I like saw online that the comments were like, dang, did you go to see the Beyonce video or to like record them? Because you're not recording the concert here, you know? But that's what you kept seeing everywhere. It's like
Mhm.
videos of them and this and that. And so again, it's like they try to be private and they get found out. Because I can tell you that during the birthday concert, there was plenty of people in those private boxes, but you didn't have videos of them. Like
Mhm.
tons of people, tons of celebs in those private boxes, but nobody was talking about them. Why? Because the opportunists, as you say, were in Club Renaissance, front row, getting their faces and their new booze all up in the cameras, all up in the videos, all up in the pictures. So, this is what I'm trying to tell you. How is it that one night we're paying full attention to this celeb box that's like trying to be private and putting them on blast, but then the other night, no, let's pay attention to everybody that's there in the front row and forget about that box. You know, it's like it's just that's what annoys me. It's just seeing like how easy it is for people to manipulate the whole thing and run with it. But then,
Well, there's a reason why, whatever it is, there's a reason she just rubs people the wrong way. I
yeah,
think that she'll just like forever have this like not stigma, but like this thing about her. Like Chris Brown,
yeah,
people
yeah,
can't get over, I mean, to each their own. People can't get over what he did to Rihanna. Like
right.
he's put out so much music. He's like, he seems to
Done.
have like a 180, but Kelly Rowland defended him in one of the award shows
Mhm.
saying, hey, y'all need to chill about Chris Brown.
Yeah,
And that happened like decades ago. I
right.
just think it's like one of those things that you just can't get over.
I
Kind of like
mean,
Kim Kardashian. She's a billionaire, but if you want to be petty, you know what you could bring up. Be like, but
yeah,
she did what she did.
right.
You know. So I think just her and this whole fiasco with the royal family and Prince Harry, and the media is also following Prince Harry to see like what he's doing and all. So the whole fiasco with the royal family and Harry and the kids and being, biracial and black and royal and money and, all these things. I don't think she's ever going to not be villainized.
Yeah, that's
I don't,
true.
I
Yeah,
think that's something that she has to live with.
yeah,
And just to end this, I think if they don't want to be found, they won't be found. How come like these other celebrities, like let's say Jay-Z and Beyonce, like they can separate their,
private life.
spotlight and then their private life. Like we don't know what they're doing
Yeah,
unless they really post it. The
yeah.
Kardashians, they want us to know what they're doing all the time. So they're posting it nonstop. Just imagine all the things we didn't know.
Right. Yeah,
I mean, and then there's like, tons of other celebrities that, stay away from the limelight. So if
yeah,
they really wanted to, they would stay away.
yeah. No, you're right. I mean, definitely, you have plenty of celebs that do that. But as I mentioned, that's what they've been trying to do for the last several months.
And failed.
Only because it was the Queen's birthday and she was on tour. Like, I'm sorry, you can't miss a Beyonce concert if you're a fan. And they're fans. At least I know Megan is. But point is, it was a huge night, and not just for Beyonce's birthday, but because of all of the news that came out, all of the gossip that came out, all of the drums that came out. So let us know what y'all think. I mean, this was a lot, y'all. This is like a
Yeah.
lot.
So yeah, let us know what you. I guess a lot of things. Let us know what you think about Lizzo being there. Um, Jeff Bezos is trying to be. Jeff Bezos is trying to be cool. Like, what do we think about that? Um, and hanging out with all these celebrities all of a sudden, like he's everywhere to be found. Um, what do we think about Meghan Markle? Should she be having fun? Should she be partying, shaking her tail feather? Like, or is she a regular human being that's allowed to have fun, or should she, have some protocols and stay at home for the anniversary of her mother-in-law's, passing? What do we think about Harry being absent? He was at an Inter Miami um,
Match.
match on that Sunday. So, where's the drums there? What do y'all think happened there? What do we think about Timothy Chalamet? I guess he's a real actor being with Kylie Jenner. Are they
Kylie.
are they a match made in heaven? Kylie. Are they a match made in heaven? Like, is this a Kris Jenner production? Like, it's a lot. Like, Kenito didn't go. I mean, well, Kenny went, but not the Ito.
Oh, I was wondering about that.
Because it was Kylie's time now. Like,
Oh,
there can't be too much. It would have been an explosion.
right.
Beyonce would have stopped the concert, been like, get the F out.
Yeah,
It's about me. Like, it's
that's
too
true.
much. What do we think
Yeah.
about Blue Ivy? Like, her progression with her dancing and
Oh,
her confidence. It's so cute. Let us know what you think. What do you think about Northwest just being a spectator? Should we have a battle of the kids? Like,
God,
what kid do you
no.
like? Tell me. Who's your favorite? Tell me. Let us know what y'all think about, this whole video. I know it's a long one, but it's a doozy, okay? A lot has happened. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Please also share our videos. We're trying to grow our community. We want your friends to be our friends so we can all be friends,
Yeah.
in a happy way. We also have social media.
Yeah. So Instagram and TikTok at Hear Me Out DNE Delta Niner Echo. That is where you'll find us. And
Yes.
we share clips, we share different posts of the things that are going on in relation to the videos, a couple of polls as well that you definitely want y'all's input on. And I also really am excited that this past week we've had a good number of new subscribers. So hey y'all, welcome to our
Hello.
craziness. We're just full of it most of the time. I just want y'all to know this is just how we do. It's okay. We're fine. It's fine.
Yeah, D is usually the nicer one, the more rational one. E is more of the controversial thoughts. I
Just
don't
like
know how
to
she
be
puts
said.
up with me, guys, but this is 25 years in the making. She can't get rid of me.
So
It's just crazy,
yeah,
Whatever I say, I don't even know half of the time, but it's all love and light here. I'm not an ageist, racist, uh, anything ist.
right.
So
Really is.
love
Yeah.
and light, love and light.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Also, one more thing. If you guys want us to talk about anything in particular, leave it in the comments.
Yeah.
We're always looking for topics besides, current events to talk about. So we have like a whole bunch of things lined up, and we're really excited to engage with you guys as well. So we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.